Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So people, if you've been following me at all, I've been struggling for 2 weeks now, right? With insanity, food, with urges, with, a compulsive mindset, just a lot. So yesterday I had chosen to basically fast all day. I didn't eat until 7 o'clock at night, but that was waiting to calm down because I knew anything I would eat before that would be a travesty. Let's just put it that way. I did have an amazing meal. I felt so good about it and all was good. And then today I did go ahead and prep my food. So I had a snack with me. I had a smoothie with me. I had 10 cups of water and I planned for success. And praise God, I was very successful and made it through my day. Only a teeny bit of chattering, barely any, from my monkey mind. I was so happy, and no monkey tribe, I'll put it that way. And then, of course, the kitchen is closed, the tea bar is open, and I had a really successful, satisfying day, and I'm super grateful for that. To ensure that tomorrow I am prepping my food. The difference today also was instead of allowing myself to obsess about foods that weren't mine, I focused on foods that were mine. So I kept, every time I thought of food, I thought, oh man, I can't wait to have my big salad. I can't wait to have my avocado. I can't wait till, so I started visualizing my beautiful, vibrant, living food. And that helps so much. And that just kind of goes along with affirming, right? Constant affirmations. So I will most certainly be doing that tomorrow as well. Anyway, I just wanted to say a brief talk on the importance of communicating our needs specifically and even checking for understanding. So often people are frustrated and they're like, well, they just should have known. That person just should have known. Like, why didn't they know? And it's more like, why would they know? Especially in a situation like me where so much of my stuff is a secret hidden place that I live in my head, if not in life. And when I give in to my compulsive overeating or addictive nature, is always in secret, right? Even if I make it through the big emergency, even if I make it through the big event, inevitably the letdown of that, when I finally get out of survival mode and breathe, is when I often falter. And, we talk about teaching people how to treat us, but we don't necessarily communicate with people like directly and with intention on, whatever it is, right? So really funny. I don't know why. And sorry, my eye's getting me. I probably didn't wash my hands after touching the dogs. But anyway, I, for some reason, was remembering Tony Orlando and Dawn, which was a group from the 1970s, like the early 1970s. I think they were popular through the whole decade. But a couple of their songs came to mind. I actually was thinking of Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling. And then I thought of Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, and I had no idea that it was the same artist for both. And in a way it wasn't, meaning for Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling, I think it was actually produced by Dawn. So it must have just been the two singers, the two female singers, because it said Dawn and guest singer Tony Orlando. And then by the time they did Tie a Yellow Ribbon, it had switched to Tony Orlando and Dawn. I may be wrong on that, but that's kind of what I saw. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to Tony Orlando and Dawn because their lyrics actually teach people very specific directions and then checks for understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. The first one is Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling, and of course I will include these in the description of the video if you would like to go back to the 70s and check these out. And I'm just going to do the chorus right now. But it says, oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my sweetness means you'll meet me in the hallway. Ooh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Like, come on. How absolutely specific is that? First, how many times should I knock? 3. Where am I supposed to knock? On the ceiling. If I do, what does it mean? That you want me. Okay, well, what if I only knock twice on the pipe? It means, no, you don't want me. And then it's like, okay, that seems very direct, very specific, but let's delve even deeper into the specifics. Oh, my sweetness, knocking 3 times means you'll meet me in the hallway. So not only do you want me, but where are you going to meet me? You're going to meet me in the hallway. And twice on the pipe means not just the answer is no, but that you're not going to show. Hello, like, hi. Just to get more specific than that. I love it. I love it, okay? There's no guessing game. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't make our spouses guess, our children guess, our friends guess? Like, straight up, if we could be that specific. Let's go again. Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my sweetness means you'll meet me in the hallway. And twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Yeah, straight up. So I thought, wow, how great is that? There's like no guessing. And after they presented the rules for the first one, they went even a little deeper to be more specific on what those rules actually mean. I love it. Okay, so this other one is tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. And what I appreciate about this is not only is it very specific in directions, but the person actually communicated. There's no guessing. They actually wrote a letter. You'd be surprised at how effective that is. You know, sometimes with my husband, if we've argued the night before, or if I didn't feel something was resolved, sometimes communicating in the heat of the moment just isn't it, you know? And so I'll get back up later and I'll write a note, which is not a lecture. It's none of the high horse stuff. It's just a note of either clarification or, hey, you know, forgive me, I hope you can hear my apology. And I'll slide it into his calendar. And later, he'll discover that in his day. And so often, that turns out to be just a great form of communication. And I appreciate that this guy did this. So this is a guy coming home from prison after like 3 years. But let me just sing a little bit of it with you. I'm coming home, I've done my time. Now I've got to know what is and isn't mine. If you received my letter telling you I'd soon be free, then you'll know just what to do if you still want me. If you still want me, what should we do? Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, and put the blame on me. If I don't see a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Okay, so let's look at that. So here the guy wrote a letter with his expectations. Hi, I still love you. I'm thinking of you. I hope you'll accept me too. Please put a yellow ribbon around an oak tree as an outward symbol. I don't know what that metaphor will be for you. You know, the symbolism that represents that ribbon around an oak tree, but what is it that you need to see so that you can feel acceptance, right? And then what is the consequence of not doing that? First of all, there's a little bit of beauty in giving the person an option like that, right? Just like in the knock 3 times. There was a couple of options there. You can knock 3 times and we're all in. You can knock twice and I'll get the memo. You know, same thing. I hope you'll put that ribbon around the tree, but in the event that you don't, know that I'll accept that, know that I'll move on, know that in not seeing it, I will do my best to forget about us. And even more amazing, put the blame on myself, for the circumstance, which I just love the ownership of saying, what was your part in this, right? So then, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I don't want to leave you hanging. So he's coming home on the bus from prison, and it says, now the whole damn bus a-cheerin', and I can't believe I see 100 yellow ribbons round the old oak tree. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? Do you love that there were 100 ribbons? What an affirmation. And there's a beauty in that, where often when we dare to communicate our needs, when we dare to trust the other person to do the right thing, they not only do the right thing, they far exceed what we were hoping for. I mean, I can only talk from my own experience, but I can't even say, like, God bless my husband. He doesn't have the head trips I have. He didn't come, at least in this, he has his own things, but at least regarding food and all the hangups I have with that wasn't his truth, right? And also, he didn't really come from a hypercritical environment the way that I did. And I often put things on him that just aren't true for him. And he always surprises me with his response. I mean, like, he literally just said, you make me proud every day, Juliana. I was like, wait, what? I make you proud? Like, I don't even know if I have the ability to make someone proud. Like, or that it's even anybody's responsibility to feel proud about me. Like, that was such a surprise. And then, okay, it was another thing, like, it just out of nowhere another day, I think he said what a surprise I am. Like the way that I just giggle a lot and smile at the funniest things, and just that I was such a pleasant surprise, like he's like, you surprise me every single day. And I'm like, wow. I mean, it's really interesting. So you know what? Take the risk to communicate, guys. Because I know for me, when I am in the food, every sin I could possibly commit comes forward. From stealing the food, which is not literal. I don't steal from stores, but I certainly take food that I agreed not to have, that might be in the cupboard or something. So technically it's not mine. I misused funds. I mean, the money could absolutely not only be used elsewhere, or support the family, or take care of another animal, or certainly donate to a person in need. So I absolutely misuse funds. I am deceptive in that I want to hide while I'm eating, which is like a shame-based thing, that I lie about where I was, lie about what I was doing, make up a lie about what the stain is on my shirt, or the unexpected spill on my car, seat, or whatever it is, the crumbs, the something on my face. Like, I lie as easily as I breathe when it surrounds food. Compulsive eating. It's just astounding. Like, every shortcoming I have comes out. I become short with people. I become bitter. I become put out that they want my time when I could be with my, mistress, which of course is my food. So when I'm upset that my husband doesn't understand my struggle, I have to understand that I haven't communicated my struggle. And I certainly haven't communicated how he can best support me, right? So I really appreciate these. I didn't even know. 1 second, please. Okay, so Tony Orlando is almost 77, and both of his backup singers, and it's not fair to say that the Dons, are 72 and 73, and Tony Orlando is hotter than ever. Dang, dude, he aged well. Seriously well. There's not a picture of the ladies, but they're all very much alive. Okay, so that shout out is valid. They're still on the planet. Awesome. Anyway, just wanted to talk about that, as always, mainly for myself, but I do feel that somebody can benefit from the reminder that we owe it to the people around us, not only to be completely honest, which would be lovely, but no matter what, to give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe we have not informed them clearly about what it is we're asking of them and how we will be able to check for understanding in their response, right? So whether it's knocking 3 times, which very specifically means they're in, knocking twice, saying, yeah, that's a no, putting a ribbon around the old oak tree to say yes, or indeed not putting a ribbon to say no. And the beauty of it is that every once in a while, they will more than surprise us by exceeding the initial request with 100 yellow ribbons. What? I know. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that I attempt to hear you, hope I can meet your needs, and thank you for coming to JBV, and that you're blessed.